Hello and welcome back, Boxer1 here, and today we're going to be looking at this LEGO Fabuland set from 1979, my oldest Fabuland set actually, and it is Ricky Racoon, and he is set 3605, and it's a pretty cool one at that. It's pretty simple though, I will say. It only comes with two things, a motorcycle and Ricky himself, and also an instruction manual because this set actually does come with a box. I don't have it, but it would come in a box, unlike some slightly later sets. Anyway, we'll get into this figure at the bottom, as well as his little scooter, and then we'll get into the actual instructions and boxing and all type of that. Ah yes, the all type of that. Anyway, we will be first looking at Ricky Racoon. He's pretty simple. He's a raccoon, and when you see him, you may say, that doesn't quite look like a raccoon, that looks more like a bear. Very true, but he is supposed to be a raccoon. Kind of gives the illusion of that with the black eyes, or the black stuff around the eyes, as well as the thing on the nose, but it uses a bear head. This is, of course, one of the first years of Fabuland, so kind of makes sense that they weren't including too many molds. They didn't know if it was going to be too successful or not, but black torso, yellow arms, and blue legs, and pretty simple other than that. He doesn't come with any neck accessories or anything like that, or even anything to hold, but he does come with a bike. Could also be like a scooter here, and it's just your simple red Fabuland scooter. It has the nice handlebars in black, and then the actual wheels, which are in light gray. Don't know how I accidentally nearly forgot wheels, but it's a pretty cool thing. I quite like it, and it can fit the figure quite nicely just in the middle there. But yeah, this is what it looks like with him on the actual scooter here, and he looks pretty good. He can also sit another figure on the back, which doesn't come with the set, but we'll just have Clover Cow sit on there for now. And she does kind of have to sit sideways like on a bike, but it's pretty simple and it looks pretty good actually. But with the set out of the way, which is actually pretty simple, we can get on to the instructions, which are pretty interesting. And what's interesting is, first of all, that it actually has instructions, and second of all, that it's not just instructions, but an actual story. And you can you can pause and read each of these if you want, but he just simply does some pretty cool stuff in there, and it's just a little story. And then on the back, it has just some other stuff with like Dear Parents, basically talking about Fabuland there. You can also pause and read that. And then here's another look at some Fabuland sets back then, and there are some cool ones. There's Lionel Lion. I honestly don't know many of the names, or have any of these sets, which honestly, all of these sets are very cool, especially that one. That one's massive. But anyway, you can see just some other stuff here. Charlie Crow's Carry All, and these are just the name of the sets in here. Some actually cool ones. I'm guessing the taxi station is that one up there. But yeah, pretty cool. But another interesting thing about these sets is, if you've been watching my other videos on the other Fabuland sets that I've reviewed, they don't have boxes. They have these weird like things that you can put on shelf racks in stores. But this one actually did have a box. Being one of the first years, it was a bit different, and that's going to be on screen right now. Pretty cool. It was the best quality picture I could find, trust me. But it's pretty cool, and quite nice. But I do hope you enjoyed. I just think it's a pretty interesting set. It's my oldest Fabuland set, and pretty cool. It's actually tied for my oldest Fabuland set, but that one's not even close to complete. So I'm not going to be showing that here, but it's pretty cool. As I said 100 times, I shall see you next time, where I don't know what we'll be looking at, actually, since we're almost done with Fabuland. I guess there's one more Fabuland set I can show, which is the Elmer Elephant, I believe. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.